Gold. Hey, it's Chris Foster, former pro and current senior / gear editor over at Triathlete magazine. This week, I'll be starting a new short video series where I take you along with me during some of my training as I try to get this old pro body to the start line for a fun event at the end of August. For this first series, I'll be preparing for the Santa Barbara Long Course Tri, an event I won a long time ago, but one I kind of love because of the unique 1 mile, 30 mile, 10 mile swim, bike, run breakdown that really suits my strengths as a runner. For this first video, I'll take you through 3 swim, bike, run sessions that are meant to simulate kind of a broken brick, all within 24 hours. With the exception of the run workout, the other workouts are not meant to be terribly difficult, just sort of something to soften me up for the coup de grace 10K at the end, just like a try. In the description below the video, I'll not only post the exact workouts and some of the stats about how I did, but I'll also write up a list of the gear that I'm currently using and that you'll see in the video itself. So be sure to ask me any questions in the YouTube comments section about me, the training, or the gear I use. And I'll be sure to give you an unbiased and honest answer. Thanks for tuning in.
We're at the pool this afternoon doing a little warm-up set, then 4 sets of 3 by 75 descending. And then we're gonna do 3 sets of 2 by 75, much faster, but still descending. All with about 10 seconds rest. I'll have the full workout written out in the comments section. But we'll also be out here today checking out these new Form goggles, which for me are a total game changer because this pool is some weird 37-yard length. See how it goes. Whew, that was a hard one. Water's a little warm. My rest interval kept coming a little closer than I thought it would. Not in the best shape, but hopefully I'll get there in a few weeks. Just definitely need to polish it off a little bit. The goggles were super cool though, especially for a weird distance pool. Really helped out kind of knowing your pace and timing, and I don't know if you saw it, but I don't even know where the clock is. I'm just kind of looking on the inside of the goggles telling me when it's time to go again. But a little more recovery, then I'll do some 37-yard quick starts from treading water, just to kind of get that open water skill in. Probably gonna sight probably once or twice every lap, just again for that specificity. But yeah, all in all, a good workout so far. That was hard. All right, we're gonna finish up with a little bit of pulling. Just kind of get the heart rate down. Get a little bit of strength in after some speed and kind of high aerobic stuff. Welcome relief. All right, that's it for this swim. We hit about probably about 2,500 yards or so with drills, main set, warm up and cool down. So not too long, but short, sweet, to the point. Yeah, so we'll call it a day from the pool.
So this afternoon's workout is going to be a little bit of cadence work with some strength building. We're going to do 3 rounds of 10 minutes, descending the cadence with a little bit of spinning in between. The idea being that we've got this race coming up in a couple weeks, but I'm also going to be doing a running race, a local 10K on the trails tomorrow, so I don't necessarily want to destroy my legs for that, but I would like to leave them a little bit fatigued so that I get a little bit of that kind of broken race simulation when I do the trail run tomorrow. So let's see how it goes.
So I'm all done with my warm-up. It was about 15 minutes, fairly easy, with 3 or 4 little surges, kind of just based on the terrain thrown in, just to kind of wake my legs up. But now we're gonna head into the main set. 3 rounds of descending cadence with 2 minutes, 3 rounds of 10 minutes of descending cadence with 2-minute spin recovery in between. The trick here will be really hitting those narrow cadence ranges, even with kind of a rolling hill course. But we'll see how it goes. So the first one went pretty well. I was a little surprised at how hard it was for me to keep a steady cadence. I think a lot of that has to do with me just doing a lot of running and maybe not as much biking as I should have. But the nice thing about it being 10 minutes long is it really gave me some space to kind of figure out that cadence timing. It's not about putting out watts right now. It's not about power. It's kind of looking at that hidden dimension of cycling and being able to keep your cadence where you want it to be, regardless of the terrain, regardless of how you're feeling, because that's going to be really important to remove strain from your legs getting into the run. So I'm on the spinning recovery right now. We're going to lower it another 5 RPMs in this next 10-minute set, and hopefully I'll be able to keep things a little more even. All right, so that second one went a lot better. Part of that's probably because I was at a cadence range that I think I naturally go to, but also I think I'm just getting a little bit better at kind of dialing into that narrow range. The thing about this workout is, like I said before, power and watts don't really matter. So I don't even have watts up on my screen, which is unusual during a workout. I'm sure my watts are fine. But I also think that once you start seeing that, you start shifting your focus from cadence, which is all it should be right now, over to power. So make sure you kind of just keep that focus on cadence here. Don't forget the purpose of the workout. Don't get caught up in power and watts and stuff. And here comes the next one. See how it goes. So just about done with the last one. Definitely starting to feel it in the legs a little bit, but certainly not an incredibly difficult workout physically. More of a mental kind of biofeedback thing. We're gonna do the cool down and then catch back up for a little bit of a recap and a preview for tomorrow's little run race. All right, so another bike workout in the bag. Best case scenario, I softened my legs up a little bit for tomorrow's race. The thing is, I'm definitely gonna be tired going into the race tomorrow, but you know, we're triathletes. We're never gonna feel good going into a run. So that's kind of the point. I think sometimes we think about a run session or a race, like a run race or a bike race, that you need to be fresh for it. You need to take a day off, you need to shoot for a PR, but the reality is, I mean, if you're a triathlete, you're always coming off the bike tired. I don't remember a time where I ever came off the bike being like, yeah, I'm gonna crush this 10K and like, you know, I feel completely fresh. No, you always feel terrible. So hopefully I don't feel too terrible tomorrow. Obviously, we don't know how it's gonna go, but if I have to push through, and I think it'll be a super valuable learning experience. So that's all for today. We'll see you tomorrow at the run race. Thanks.
All right, it's Saturday morning. We're here at the Hills Are Alive 10K in Rancho Palos Verdes, California. Legs feeling a little tired from yesterday. Not expecting a lot from this race. Basically just going out there as kind of a training event, seeing how I perform off tired legs, a little bit of fatigue, a little built-in difficulty. Just hoping to push through, especially in the second half will kind of be the focus of my workout today, I guess, as it is. But yeah, you know how it is. Once the gun goes off, I'm sure everything will go out the door. So we'll see how it goes.
Down 5, 4, you stay back there. 3, 2, 1, go. Von
Awesome,
Hollander
really good.
from Michigan.
Just owned it.
Correct? From the Netherlands, from Holland.
Whew. That was really, really hard, especially through the last 2 miles. Guy just walked away from me. But a super good mental toughness run. I wouldn't have changed anything. I still would have done the hard workout the day before. It really simulated a try super well. So yeah, I mean, really, you just got to get out there and test yourself a little bit sometimes, even though it might not be the smartest thing to do. We wouldn't be triathletes if we were smart. So we'll do a little bit of a recap on how the training week went. But that's all for the 10K.
All right, so in this video, we looked at 3 sessions, all purposefully done within 24 hours to induce fatigue, like an extended and broken brick. With just about 3 weeks until race day, this is probably the last major block before I begin to sharpen. The swim was a standard near race pace main set with 12 by 75. The bike was a cadence focus / strength session performed late in the day before a near all-out 10K run. And these were 3 good sessions closely spaced to accumulate fatigue. And I definitely felt that dullness in my legs, particularly near the end of the 10K. With that said, no training happens in a vacuum. So it's important to note that I had a very long 2-hour run the day before the swim bike run broken brick, but a few easy days before that and heavy bike workout the weekend before. So most importantly, I'm going to recover for the next few days with sessions that kind of focus on loosening and focusing on technique under fatigue before hitting some shorter, very race-specific workouts later in the week. In an effort to keep these videos short and to the point, I won't go into too much detail about each workout, but I'll post the workouts, some stats, and the gear you see me use in the videos in the description below. So I'm encouraging viewers to ask any questions you might have in the YouTube comments section. I'll try to check back often to give you some inside insight. Until next time.